Good day everyone, my name is Riley Garon and today I'll show you my project, which is mental harm prediction, predicting mental harm based on gaming habits. So mental health is becoming a huge concern, especially for younger people. Prolonged activities like gaming can contribute to mental health problems such as anxiety or fatigue. The main goal of this project is to use machine learning to predict if someone is at risk for mental harm based on how much they game, their feelings after gaming, and their daily habits. So the key question here is, can machine learning algorithms accurately predict mental harm based on data like gaming hours, feelings after playing, and productive time? And we'll answer that later. So for the data description, the dataset came from a Kaggle datasheet, which was data collected from 94 people. And the target variable for this dataset is that whether or not someone reported mental harm from gaming. And the diverse data is that this data was collected through surveys, so it includes a mix of people with different habits and experiences. For the pre-processing, there was no missing data provided in the CSV file itself, so no need to handle it. But if there was, I would just replace the missing values with the average value. And we converted the text data like the gender and feelings after gaming into numbers, so the machine learning models can understand them. And we standardize the values for playing hours and productive time to bring them to the same scale and make the model perform better. So for the model selection, we use 10 different models. These models are good for both numbers and categories. Here you can see the list of models that we used. So why these models? These models are great at handling mixed data types, and some, like random forest, can even show which features are the most important. So for the model training and evaluation, I have split the data into 70% for training and 30% for testing. This helps the models learn from most of the data, but still lets us test on how well they predict new data. I have used accuracy, precision recall, and F1 score to evaluate how well the models worked. This tells us how many correct predictions the models made and how well they identified mental harm. And for the outcome, many models like logistic regression and random forest achieved perfect accuracy, meaning they made no mistakes in predicting mental harm for our test data. So for the results in discussion, the findings is that the model showed that playing hours and feelings after gaming were the most important factors in predicting mental harm. There is a clear connection between longer gaming hours and mental harm. People who reported mental harm typically played for more hours and felt tired or unmotivated afterwards. So for the top performer, the logistic regression model was the most accurate, but for other models like random forest also performed really well. For the visualizations, the feature importance can vary on each model, but the most featured importance on all of these models is the feeling after gaming. And for the trend insights, it's clear from the data that as gaming hours increase, the likelihood of mental harm also goes up, especially if people feel tired or unmotivated after playing. For our limitations, the first limitation is the small sample size. Since we only use data from 94 people, our findings might not apply for everyone. And the second limitation is the self-reported data. Because participants reported their own gaming habits and feelings, the data might not be completely accurate. And for the future work, in the future, we could collect data for more people and use wearable technology like fitness trackers to get more accurate information on their physical and mental state during gaming. And for the summary, using machine learning, we successfully predicted mental harm from gaming habits. Playing hours and emotional state after gaming were the biggest predictors of mental harm. And for the recommendations, gamers should try to limit their gaming hours and pay attention to how they feel after long sessions. If you feel tired or unmotivated, it might be the time to take a break. And for the future directions, to make the model even more accurate, future studies could use larger datasets and include more detailed data, like heart rate or stress levels, to track the physical effects of gaming. And the key answer to the key question earlier? Yes, it can. And here are the actual results from the project itself. The project itself is split up into 10 parts, and I would love to explain each and every part of it, but due to some restrictions, I could only go this far. And that's it for my project presentation. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.